Welcome to Work Reborn, live from Barcelona, brought to you by Lenovo. Work Reborn is a research series surveying over 600 senior IT leaders worldwide to uncover the key to creating a productive digital workplace. Last report, we talked about using AI to work smarter and stay safer. Now we're moving from AI readiness to AI reality, where technology and human connection are reshaping how we work and thrive in this new era of work, or as we like to call it, Work Reborn. Let's get started. Hey, Jubilee, welcome to the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Rita, for having me here. I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm really excited to talk with you today. For our listeners who don't know who you are, would you please introduce yourself?
I am Jubilee Kar. I'm working as a portfolio strategy manager with a focus on software with a company called TGW Logistics, which is there in Austria. So it's a company which is into system integrations.
Okay.
So it integrates a warehouse. So starting from the having the mechatronics product, the cool products like the mobile robotics, the conveyor belts, the shuttles, and then we also have a PLC that talks to this beautiful mechatronics products. On top of it, we have the warehouse management system, which connects all three layers.
So it sounds like you're definitely in a leadership type role.
Yes, I'm working as a portfolio strategy manager. So, what's my job? It's very fascinating, I would say, because I am appointed with this company in June this year. This company is existing from past 70 years, and the company is not known as a system integrator. Rather, it's known as a mechatronics provider. Can you imagine like what's the difference between the system integrator and just being the mechatronics provider? It sounds nuts. There is nothing, but there is a
Right.
huge difference. So we put a cost only for the mechatronics products. We put a cost for the software as if it comes as a free with this mechatronics and PLC components. So we don't generate good amount of money from the software products. It's not because we are lacking with any capabilities or any functionalities. It's because we don't know or show the values to the customers, what values it brings into. So that means there is a very thin difference between this perceived value and we're not putting a cost to the perceived value. So we are just putting a cost to the development of the product. So here two things. We are not selling our value, so we are not getting the right price from this product. So I am as a strategic portfolio manager is to bring the strategic initiatives to bring value to the warehouse using various software components, the greater cool mechatronics products and the PLC layer. So using agentic AI. I cannot say agentic AI is the only solution, but that for now looks the best solution if we want to think of the great business value it can generate in a warehouse.
I think
So talking
you
to
bring up a great point with that, and it ties in well to this general topic we've been discussing on the show, which is around not just AI, but empowering teams within organizations to have the skills in order to use it, right? And actually, according to our research, we found that 43% of senior IT leaders said that their teams still don't have the AI skills needed for full adoption. So what's your approach to closing that gap?
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Because when I finished my 100 days in this company, I just asked what are the different ways of learning that we have in the company. So how are we learning? How are we upskilling?
Yeah.
To my surprise, I understood that we don't have any integration with any training providers. We don't have KPIs for the people to learn some new skills. So we don't upskill. We have certain things that we call it mind static, but it's internally. So it's driven internally. So I'm not sure whether these internal trainers are so much well trained to provide all this training or technologies thing. So if you want to think of digital transformation, not having a digital or a software from past 25 years not ripping off the value is because the asset, the resource, that the human resource are not upskilled. They don't know what's happening in the market, the trends, this transformation, what value it's going to reap. So that's the problem. So that's what initiative I took. It's a very good question. So I just asked for the budget. Like when you say
It all
something,
starts with the budget at the end of
budget.
the day, right?
Yes, yes. So I came up with some of the training providers, which are quite reasonable and they are license based. So we said like, why can't we go for this? And this sounds very cheap, and let's start with it. And let's see how people are enjoying it, and let's take their feedback. And second, let's rotate the skills that we have internally. Let's ask the volunteers who have the skills, and we can encourage them to feel free to share that knowledge without thinking like, oh my God, am I going to be judged with the skills that I have? Am I going to be a very good speaker? Let's not make them feel like that. They need a little bit of motivation. So this skill is circulated, and when the peer gives the skills, it's well observed among the employees. So that is where the transformation begins. So if you want to bring it any transformation, it starts with learning and upscaling, cross
It's a
scaling.
cycle, yeah.
Yes.
And it's really exciting that you are a leader that's at the forefront of doing that. What are your hopes the outcomes will be if implemented properly for your organization in the future?
I would say it would be a great output and great outcome, I would say rather, because since it's a mechatronics and a PLC company, the mindset is more towards this mechatronics and PLC product. I would say that this will bring a lot of value about the digital transformation among the people, not just digital transformation. It will also say that what's happening even in the mechatronics market. You see, Amazon has implemented or is going to implement 50% of its warehouses with robotics. So how many people know about it? How many
Yeah.
people are actually, taking this kind of seriousness? That I'm not sure, like, everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
People are so busy doing their daily work, daily activities, lot of issues. So if you want to motivate them, bring some transformation and bring this value to the company, you have to upskill and share the cross-domain skill. It's not just upscaling with digital thing. People who also have great domain skill, they can also share with the newcomers or the cross-functional skills. So there is where when something comes up, we think, okay, if we have to bring a new software product or new software skill, where is it going to be impacted? Which are the teams that must know the value it's going to bring? And then if it requires a very updated mechatronics product or PLC, they can also understand the feasibility and work on it. So this way, things gets done faster.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your insights. This is a really important conversation when we talk about AI. It's this transformation, right? And I hope that maybe in a year you come back and you tell me that, you know what, we beat this statistic and we have full adoption in our organization now
Thank you.
too. So if anyone is interested in learning more about how we're bringing new life to the modern workplace at Lenovo, make sure you check out the Work Reborn report for insights on conversations just like this one. Check it out via the link in the description below. And if you're watching us on YouTube, there will be a QR code available for you to scan on the screen here. Make sure you grab yourself a copy. And that's a wrap, Jubilee. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And have a
Thanks for tuning in to Work Reborn, powered by Lenovo. Lenovo is turning readiness into reality, empowering people, technology, and businesses to move forward together. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on Apple or Spotify to continue the conversation on how we're bringing new life to the modern workplace. Thanks for watching.
Lenovo.